good. It's gonna look nice. It's gonna look nice. Hi, welcome to the 13th floor. I'm Marty Duda, and today we have with us, direct from Wellington, In the Shallows. Welcome, folks.
Thank you.
You are Danny,
Yep.
and you are Lance. And how's things down in Wellington these days?
Generally pretty cold and windy. Not much has changed.
I haven't been to Wellington for a while, but that is how I remember it.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter what time of year it is either, does it?
No, it's nice to be on the road and seeking out the sun.
Right.
Yeah, it's been really nice.
So we're here just a couple days before the new year, so are you looking forward to a new year?
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing I've come to learn is that the next day things don't necessarily change. So I think everyone's holding out for 2021 to be something different, and I think we just have to keep our expectations.
Well, the wind will still be blowing in Wellington.
It will, exactly.
There's no doubt about that. So you guys, you've released a self-titled album this year, and so what brought the two of you together as far as making music?
So we just had a lot of mutual friends musically in Wellington and heard each other sing, and we were looking, both of us, not knowing each other actually, looking for a sound vocally that would meld well with our own voices to create some great harmonies. So that's kind of what drew us to each other.
Uh-huh. And the album came out in November.
Yes.
And what kind of process was that like? Were you able to do everything that you wanted to do under the circumstances?
Yeah, it was great. We'd planned to record it then anyway, and we'd been talking about going into a studio and doing things like that. And then right about the time we were sort of talking about that, we went into lockdown, and we got 2 days notice, and Lance filled his car full of all of his gear, and he came on down to my house.
He looks like a guy who has a lot of gear.
Yeah, he does have a lot of gear. 2 trips in the car.
Yeah.
And Good Habits, Bonnie and Pete, they were up in Auckland, and they had just managed to finish the tour that they were on. I think their last gig got cancelled, and I just called them and said, be wherever you want to be for the next month. And so they said, okay, we're on our way, and they came down, and we just all went into lockdown together, recorded the album, and then in the end they recorded an album. They stayed with us 6 months.
And they're still here, right?
Yeah, and they're still
Fantastic.
here, and it's the best kind of stuck anyone
Yeah.
I think has ever experienced.
Definitely.
We're having a great time, yeah. So yeah, it was really great. Bonnie played on some of the tracks, about 5 of the tracks, and then on the album we've got 2 bonus tracks on the CD that you can't get digitally, and Pete and Bonnie are playing on one of those.
Nice. So we're going to hear a few songs. The first one is called Take It Easy. What can you tell me about that?
Take It Easy was written before lockdown, and it was written about running around doing a million things, going, oh, is this really how we have to live our lives, or is this just what we think we have to do?
Right.
Could we maybe do it another way? Could we maybe slow down? And then boom, lockdown happened. And we all got to move a lot slower and enjoy it. And I think it's been a really positive thing for us, and we're in obviously a privileged position here in New Zealand, where we've enjoyed being able to reconnect with each other and reassess what's important and all that kind of thing.
Cool.
So yeah.
So Lance was making the album more chilled because of the lockdown and less pressurized?
It was great because there were no distractions.
Yeah.
So we could start working on music, get up, have some breakfast, start working on music, and there was no having to go and pick something up or running to get this or that appointment, or it was just, we could just spend all day, every day, and of course weren't really allowed out. So
we actually could have done with a few more weeks, because
Yeah.
straight after lockdown we ended up being cast in a show that we did with music from the Velvet Underground.
Ooh,
and
that
so
sounds like fun.
yeah, it was super fun, but it was a
was.
month of intensive rehearsals and shows, and we were like, oh, we're just not quite finished, we need a few more weeks, but yeah, we got it done.
You got it done. All right. So let's listen to Take It Easy, and then we'll come back and talk some more.
I can't help but wonder, is this the only way? Get so caught up in the drama,
All right, we're back here with In the Shallows. We just heard Take It Easy. We have with us Danni and Lance. So I get the feeling that you guys have done some shows and you're going to do some more. So is it different doing them now than it was, say, if you were doing them last year, do you think?
I don't know. I think that things haven't really changed much here for us.
Right.
Obviously, we had the lull at the perfect time in New Zealand, where
Yep.
artists are more kind of in their caves making music,
Exactly.
and now
That's the way it is.
we're allowed to perform them at the perfect time of year. So we actually just feel really lucky that.
Yeah, because you're from Wales, right?
Yeah,
And you've
yeah.
been here for
And
like
it's-
15 years
yeah.
or so, but I
And
mean,
it's
where
so
else are you
different
wanna
there
be?
right now.
Do you get back in touch with folks back in the old
Yeah,
country?
yeah, everything's via Skype, and yeah, it's difficult to see them at the best of times being so far away. But now, of course, well, who knows what will happen?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely the place to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got another song that we're going to hear. It's called Hold On, and then it's another bit that goes along with it that I'm not going to try to pronounce.
We re-recorded Hold On into Te Reo Māori, so we had it translated by the Language Commission.
Uh-huh.
So its Māori title is Kia Motonu. And so for
And
this...
I've been here longer than you have.
Well, to your defence,
Yes.
being Welsh, I can actually kind of read Māori in a similar way to Welsh because we pronounce our vowels the same
I
way
was
and
going
we
to
roll our
suggest
R's.
that, but I didn't want to assume anything.
So it's not your fault. So that got me 2/3 of the way, and then we had a culture advisor sit in the re-record, and she just helped kind of tweak those other little bits to get me the rest of the way. And so online we have an English version, and we also have a fully translated version.
Very cool, very
as well.
cool. Yeah, we've been having a lot of that around here
Oh,
lately.
cool,
It sounds
good.
musical. It's such a
Great.
musical
it's
language,
so beautiful,
isn't it?
and it's actually easy. I find it easier to sing in Te Reo Māori, which is bizarre because I don't even speak.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And I assume you wrote the song as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And need to say anything more, or should we just give it a listen?
Yeah. Let's just give it a listen.
Let's give it a listen.
You don't have to give up on how hard you try. You don't have to justify or tell them why. It will get easier every time you tell yourself it'll get much better. Hold on, my darling. It won't always be this way. Hold on, my darling. Hold on for one more day. Each day you wake up, it's too hard to know which way the scales will tip, which way the wind will blow. It doesn't have to be this way. You can choose how to seize the day. Chiamo
this way. Hold on, my darling. Hold on for one more day.
Alrighty, we're here within the Shallows at the 13th floor. We've heard 2 songs. We've got 1 more to go, and you guys are basically on the road even as we speak. So
Yeah.
you're doing a show today. What else you got coming up?
So after the New Year's Festival at Resolution, we're heading to the Coromandel and then down to Napier and Hastings. Got a couple of gigs there. And then we're home for a couple of days and then we fly down south and we're doing Dunedin, Arrowtown, Christchurch. And then we come back, a little bit of a break, potentially going down again, coming back and then going again to do Muscle Inn and Picton, like Golden Bay and
I'm
Nelson.
exhausted already.
And then we end back in Wellington with our full band at
Oh,
San
great.
Francisco Bathhouse, which will be really fun because we started with the launch in Paikakariki, which is where we're from.
Right.
And it'll be really nice to come back to be with all of those guys again.
And what kind of folks come out to see you?
So I think our demographic has probably been more in the 30s upwards. So we found, I think, people generally who love to come and sit and actually really absorb the lyrics and the music.
Right.
What do you think?
Yeah, people who appreciate music, folk music, country music, any kind of roots, kind of rootsy folk music that tells stories, things like that.
Right.
So yeah.
And Wellington's a good place for it. You got your French for Rabbits folks and all those
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
and
those
everybody's
guys are
kind of
great.
doing that. So do you kind of all feel like you're in part of a cult
club?
or a club or whatever? Not a cult.
I guess it's a lot of the musicians in Wellington are all open and quite collaborative. And we've had a bit of that on our album
Right.
with Bonnie and Pete, and then one of our other songs we've collaborated with other artists as well. So that's really neat that you can do that and that other artists are open to that. And the festival will be the same. I've
Sure.
had another guy ask me to do BVs for
Oh,
his
great.
band, and so it's cool. It's nice to be able to collaborate and it keeps it interesting and fun.
We got one more song. It's called "Don't Go Messing Around." What are you going to tell me about that?
This one's just about following your dreams. Don't listen to the naysayers and just do what you love and it'll all work out.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what 2021 brings us.
Fingers
I won't
crossed.
be messing around. Thanks for coming up here and talking to me and playing some songs.
You're
It sounded
welcome.
beautiful.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
You can be anything you wanna be. Dream big, my love, 'cause dreams are free. Don't ever let anyone put you down. You can still aim high with 2 feet on the ground. So my baby, I'm messing around with anybody in this small town. Oh my baby, I'm messing around with anybody in this small town. You can paint a picture in your mind. Have faith, my darling, you will find. Work hard, don't ever give up. Do what you love, that'll be enough. So my baby, I'm gonna mess around with anybody
Oh, my